And the MOD scenario. MODs can be tricky too. I'd say they're the second trickiest. When you get on bicuspids, we have a lot of hardware in a small area, right? Especially if we're trying to do it in one swing. We've got 2 matrix bands, we've got 2 wedges, we've got 2 rings. And if you try to do it with the the 360 Toffelmeyer style matrices, that can also be difficult because then you got the arm coming off of that thing, which will hinder the mesial placement of the wedge and the ring. And so essentially what happens is we can run out of working space very quickly in these situations. And additionally, when we start to run out of working space, our tools may start to interfere with each other. And one thing that I was noticing a lot on MODs, and this is not for every situation, but bicuspids, and keep an eye on that, even if if you want to take something from this webinar tonight, if you're wondering why MODs, you end up with big flash chunks here on the buckle or the palatal line angles. A lot of times it's because your matrix bands are interfering with each other in these areas because they have nowhere to go. And so you can trim these down to make it a little bit easier, but a different way to do it is to pop these things in. And then now I've got less matrix band and less setup and ready to go, and place the ring on this guy here. You can see here how it split it, and I used the Wago or the Wago ring here and popped that in there, filled everything, and our final situation in this situation. So MODs are pretty slick, and so it keeps a lot of the stuff out of your way and allows you to have a much cleaner working field in these certain scenarios. And again, do I use it for every MOD? No, I don't. But this was, if this looks familiar, this was that super poor access case. So I ended up restoring multiples on her, and this took some time because I had to do individual restorations as we went, but it was really the only way I could get back there. In her case, is I had to break it up over time. And so I was prepared for that. And in this case, we deemed it necessary to use something that allowed us to get a minimal access, and MOD situation here, and the posterior matrix handled it quite well.